Hi guys. Okay, so it's Sunday night. I came down here to check on this because I realized it was running since yesterday. And it's like, oh, it came out so beautifully. So I'm gonna take it off. So I wanted to backtrack. So you saw how I had that taped on, but I took this piece of newspaper, because that's what I had around. You can use really anything in this place right here. You can even use a washcloth if you have a small or a piece of fabric or something, and then just tape it on. And I taped it on. You can see I actually taped it. I taped the newspaper tape, and then I wrapped it a little bit, and then I wrapped the newspaper and finished wrapping the newspaper on, and then I finished wrapping the tape on. So it was taped, the paper was taped onto the post, the arm here. And then once I got that on, then I put this over the top. I let the paper stick out just a little bit, and then I taped the neck to that paper, and then I also taped all of that down to the pipe. So the paper went, the tape that held this on went over the paper and on and touched the arm. So that's how I got that on. Hi. Okay. But she's a beauty. Okay, so super simple. How pretty is that? Very, very simple. And this was a Dollar Tree cup. You can put a pretty UVDTF on here. I've moved my stack out. I had so many here. I had so many UVDTFs in here. I moved them out the other day when I'm doing my lighting and sound and stuff. But so simple, and it's layered in there, so it's really, really pretty. We did 2 coats on there, which you need 2 coats anyways, at least. But we did 2 coats of the color. Then we could put a UVDTF and put a final coat on there. But it's very simple. This was $1.50 for this base. I think it was $1.25. Actually, I think I got these back when everything was still $1.25. So it was $1.25 for the base, and I would say probably $3 in epoxy maybe on there. So for under $5, we have the cutest little gift, and this would be so pretty for somebody. This would be really cute if you have a little space place on the water or in a beach city or coastal somewhere, and you had a house guest. This would be really cute to like fill it with water and have it bedside for them so they can wake up and have a drink of water or take their medicine or whatever, and they have some nice purified water in there. Anyway, cute. You can also just use this for storage. Oh, this would actually be cute for, oh, you could put overnight oats in there and then pour them out into your bowl. I don't know, so many things. But this was Dollar Tree. Message in a bottle, yes. So cute. So this is, or if you do an Airbnb, you can always make a couple of these and leave them as guest gifts. I think that's cute. I always think guest gifts are cute. Love it. I will, and the reason I say that is because I stayed in a hotel in New York. It was a DoubleTree, and I will never forget when we got there. In our room was warm cookies, warm chocolate chip cookies, and I'm like, I've wanted. It was very expensive, but I was like, oh, I really want to stay at a nice DoubleTree again someday and get some warm cookies. Now, I've been to hotels where they offer you a warm cookie at reception, and that is fun and nice too. But there was something unreal about, like, as we were checking in, like somebody got our name, or they knew what our hotel, and somebody ran up there and put hot cookies in our room. Anyway, so anytime you do stuff like that, it's memorable. Okay, so we're not going to get to Airbnb stuff, but just saying. But how cute did that come out? Okay, so that is your finished product, and that's simple, but that is so simple. And that the goal was to do this on a wine glass, so we could be doing this on a nice beautiful wine glass. But if you missed it, I broke my wine glass, and then I have replacements, but they have the sticky on them, and I haven't had a chance to get that all off. Okay, so we just switched to this. But now I'm almost like, this is a good water bottle for Betty, because I can't give her something with, she has to have the right size hole, otherwise she either uses her whole mouth or she goes like this and too much slooshes into her face. But she's getting used to drinking out of cups right now. So this needs to cure for longer. It's not usable right now. It needs to fully cure. So I'm just putting the lid on to show you guys, but it's going to sit on my desk now for probably 6 months. But I want to pop on really quick, you guys. One, I had to get that off the turner and stuff, but I want to pop on really quick because you have a few more hours on the super sale. There's a buy this, get that sale going on. And then there's also a bunch of 50% off items and heavily discounted items on the website. If you go on to today's deals right now, okay, if you sort today's deals by feature, the first thing that's going to pop up is going to say coupon code. And it says Mermaid, Snow Fairy, and Country Horse. Those are the 3 coupon codes besides Glitter 50 that are active right now. And all of those, it's 6 things. It's buy this and get this free. Buy Micro Mix, Let It Snow, get the Mermaid Light Sublimation or Vinyl for free. Snow Fairy, buy the Rhinestone Mix Snow Fairy and get the Beach Dreams Vinyl Sublimation Tumbler or Sublimation Print for free. Country Horse is buy the turquoise and tan sublimation print or vinyl wrap and get and tumbler and get the Country Horse silicone mold for free. Okay, so there's 3 coupon codes and there's 3 things that you can get free. The 3 things, you can either get the Mermaid Light as a sublimation or vinyl for free. You can get the Beach Dreams as a sublimation vinyl or tumbler for free, and you can get that Country Horse mold for free. Okay, so there's a lot. That is up to, if you take it up, it's max, that's 17.6, that's 23, and I don't know how much the horse is, $28 of free stuff. If you do all 6 items, you get $28 in free stuff today. It's a smoking deal, y'all. Okay. Now, if you choose different options, I'm going with the more expensive sublimation print, the sublimated tumbler, and the Country Horse. But if you do vinyl print, Country Horse, then it's going to be $11 off. Okay. So it varies on what you get, how much you're saving. I know, but we don't very often put up something available with a free tumbler. So that is up. I don't know if you've noticed that one. But there was only like 4 of those tumblers left, you guys. I don't even know if there's any actually at this point. Let me check. I shouldn't even mention the tumbler one because there's limited number. And when something sells out, it's done. So oh yeah, the sublimated tumbler is sold out. Okay, so what I was talking about is sold out. So you can do the printed vinyl or the sublimation print. Okay. But yes, so you can either get 2 sublimation prints or 2 vinyls, and the mold free. You can get a sublimation vinyl mold for free. Okay. So there's only a few more hours left on that deal. It ends tonight at 11:30, and then Central Time. So you have like 2.5 hours to shop that sale. And then once that sale is closed, these items will stay on sale, but there are UVDTFs, there's a rhinestone by design, there's a glass rhinestones, and there is resin rhinestones on super sale. Okay, so that's all under today's deals. Okay, I would go through the first 4 pages of today's deals if you haven't gone through in a while. There's a lot of 50% off or more or high discount items, with a large heavily discounted items on the first 4 pages of today's deals. So before that coupon code ended, I almost didn't go live tonight. But before that coupon code ended, I wanted to make sure that you guys know that it's up there and everybody gets the opportunity to shop it to get your freebies, because you can get sublimation prints free, vinyl wraps free, and that Country Horse silicone mold. Okay, super cute. All right, y'all, I'll see you later. Happy Sunday. Bye, everybody.